The Diamondback is the University of Maryland's independent daily student newspaper.
Page one.
I started working for the Diamondback because I just kind of wanted to get involved on campus, and I've always loved sports, and I like writing, and I ended up getting the position and fell in love with it.
I saw the job listing in the Honors College listserv, and I participated in newspaper in high school, and even though I'm not a journalism major, I still wanted to be involved, so I applied and I got the position.
Someone came into one of my freshman year classes and told us about opportunities to copy edit, and I thought that was just a fun way to get to be in the newsroom. So I took the test, and then they took me. That was that.
I emailed the news editor and said, I had a little bit of writing experience and I wanted to try it out. So I wrote some articles over the summer and then got hired. And before I knew it, it had taken over my whole life, whether I was reporting or editing, and then it escalated into this.
I would kind of say I'm kind of the goalkeeper of the Diamondback. I make sure nothing gets through.
I read all of the stories after they've been read by the copy editors, and I look for grammar, spelling, style, libel, ethics, and a whole host of other things. I look at design, the layout of the pages, I send pages to the printer, I deal with ethical problems when they come up with our staff, I try to make sure everybody works quickly and efficiently, and I have a lot of fun. The Diamondback newsroom is one of my favorite places on the planet. I really feel at home here. I'm friends with most of the people here, and this is probably my main source of my friends. It's a pretty collegial and familial atmosphere, and sometimes it can get too friendly and people have to get back to work, but for the most part, people recognize what they have to do when, and they're really fun to work with.
One of my favorite tasks is working with our fantastic sports desk, led by the abled Connor Letourneau and Josh Vitale.
My favorite beat that I've ever covered is men's basketball, which I'm doing right now. I just love covering it. The team's great, the coach is great. It's my favorite sport, and I just love writing about a team that people care about.
In about the year and a half I've been there, my favorite thing was writing a preview of the election the day before. It involved a lot of kind of difficult topics that I thought were very important for students to understand. So while I was having a fun time doing it and talking to people and learning on my own, I was able to kind of get that information out that's very important to students who were voting in what was a very crucial election.
I just love seeing the paper come out every day. Every night I go to bed and have a small fear it's not going to come out. But I think when I see it the next day and just know that I saw the whole staff put it together the night before, and I think probably the most rewarding part is when I see different staff members, whether they're section editors or writers or designers or whoever, just really improve over the course of a semester and fall in love with their jobs. I think that's probably the best part, is watching people grow.
What is not to like about the Diamondback? Everyone's really friendly. We're all in it for the same reason. We want the paper to be great, and working there is just a wonderful experience all around.
So I've gotten pretty close with most of the people on staff, and so that's really fun because then I end up working with all of my friends. Then you get even closer, and it's this great cycle where we just become incestuous and love each other way too much.
Being there as long as I have, I've been able to sort of come into my own as a journalist and really figure out that it's what I want to do in the future. So in that sense, it's gotten me prepared for what I'll do in the future, and at the same time, the editors do a good job of letting me write what I want, keep my own voice and style, and it's not just something I do.
The Diamondback has been literally my home. When I think about the place that I lived in college, I'm not going to think about my dorm or my apartment. I'm going to think about the newsroom. When I think about my family in college, I'm going to think about the Diamondback staff. It's been my whole world for 4 years. And I've loved it. I've loved every minute of it, and I love every single person that works there now and that has worked there, and I love it with my whole heart.
I love the people at the Diamondback. They've become my best friends. They've become like a second family for me, basically. I mean, everyone here is just really quality, and they have the same passion, and that's a pretty powerful thing, I think, to have the same passion as other people.
But when a story isn't running, it's not done. I kind of prefer not to